Today, we're going to talk about how to get featured in Google's AI overviews and how they are absolutely dominating Google search right now. Google's AI overviews aren't a new feature. They were launched in 2024, and they're literally the new front door for product and brand and B2B tools recommendations on Google. If your brand is not being cited in that box or at the top of the page, you're literally just ranking. I was in shock when we pay hundreds of thousands of dollars for ads every single month and our ads show up below the AI overviews. It was shocking to me that Google did this. AdWords is a $350 billion a year business. I couldn't believe that they're sabotaging the page rank of our ads to show up in the first place by putting different recommendations in AI overviews. So if you're not being recommended by Google's AI, you're literally not the trusted answer that people are going to see, no matter how much you're paying for PPC ads. So you're not just competing for second place anymore. You're competing for like whatever scraps people scroll to below the AI overview. And if someone clicks on that AI overview, they're like a 3 or 4x higher buyer intent customer than they used to be. It's insane to see the conversion of click-through rates over the last couple of years. This video is going to show you the exact AI overviews playbook on how to get cited in these Google AI overviews. And if you stay until the end, we're going to show you a tool on how you can measure this week over week, month over month, literally second by second. So let's just talk about the data about how AI overviews has scaled since 2024. In 2024, only 5% of Google searches had an AI overview. Moving into 2025, it ramped up to nearly 86% if you look for best running shoes, best marketing company in Kelowna, British Columbia. And it is crazy. This is not a trend. It's an absolute transformation at Google. In the span of 12 months, Google almost went from never generated an AI overview to now for product searches, it's over 80% of the time showing up. And in 2026, it's more prevalent than ever to ensure that your business and your website and your online profile are going to get cited by these Google AI overviews. There's another piece to the puzzle here. Pew Research found that when AI summary appears in Google results, users are significantly less likely to click on any of the links below. All the tens of thousands of dollars you've spent on SEO, your best ranking blog post over the last decade, it is so unlikely now that anyone ever goes to page 2 of Google. I'll ask you the question, do you ever go to the second page of Google? Because I sure as hell don't anymore. And so traditional traffic was for organic search results. That's what we optimized for. Today, we need to start optimizing for these AI overviews because the organic results have been cannibalized. But the brands cited inside an AI overview are instantaneously getting a trust signal from Google and from your potential customers. They're getting a good brand impression and they're getting the recommendation ahead of the ads that everyone else is paying for. So this is why at Data Nerds, we built our entire AEO framework around one question. Is your brand being recommended by AI or is your competitor? And before we get into the tactics of this, let's define the game that we're actually playing. AEO stands for Answer Engine Optimization. It's the practice around structuring your content and your brand's digital presence so that AI systems like Google AI Overviews, ChatGPT, Perplexity, Copilot, Claude pull your content as the answer when someone asks a question about the category that you're in. AEO is very different than traditional SEO in a few key ways. With SEO, you're trying to rank in a list, position 1, 2, 3. The user still gets to choose if they get there. With AEO, you're trying to be the answer, the best answer, and the AI chooses for you. You don't have a lot of say. There's no list anymore. Either you're cited or you're not cited. Either your brand is mentioned or it's not mentioned. And here's what makes this especially urgent right now, today, in March of 2026. Most brands have nearly zero visibility into their AEO performance. They're not tracking whether they're showing up in AI overviews or any AI answers for that matter. They're not measuring their share of voice against their competitors. They're just flying blind. At Data Nerds, we run AEO audits to show you exactly which prompts you're appearing in, which prompts your competitors are appearing in, which pages are getting pulled and then being cited by these AI search engines, and then how often your business or brand is cited versus everyone else. But before we get into that, let's talk about what actually earns a citation. Google's AI overview system is not random. It's completely programmatic. It has a clear preference profile of what it wants to see from your business. Based on our analysis at Data Nerds across hundreds of AEO audits, sources that consistently get cited share 4 different characteristics. Number 1, clarity. Answer first, not buried. What do you do? What do you sell? Why is it the best? AI systems are skimming your page looking for clean, direct answers to that question. If your answer is buried under 400 words of background internet slop and your brand story, the AI's not waiting for it. You have to lead with the answer. Put the definition, the verdict, the recommendation at the top and explain very clearly what your brand does. Think of it if you have to write something for someone with 0 patience and a 10-second attention span, because AI kind of is that. The second piece of this is structure, heading, list, and tables. AI parsing tools love structured content. Heading 2s, heading 3s act as navigation signals. Bulleted lists are easy to extract. Comparison tables are golden. They compress a lot of decision-useful information into a scannable format. If your content is wall-to-wall prose, it's very hard to cite it clearly. Now, specificity, steps, numbers, examples. Vague content does not get cited at all. There are several ways to improve your results, and that tells the AI nothing. Here are 5 specific steps. Each with an example gives the AI exactly what it needs to pull a high-quality piece of that content, include real data, real benchmarks, real methodology of how you do what you do and why you're the best of it and why you're the best at it. Generic content is invisible to AI. And now the 4th, trustworthiness, entity signals, authorship, and consistency. This is one of the biggest things that brands overlook that we've seen. Google AI doesn't just look at the page. It looks at you everywhere on the internet. Do you have a clear about page? Do you have authorship marked up? Are you cited on other trusted websites like Google Business Profiles, Trust Reviews, Trustpilot, G2, Capterra? All of these reviews are being looked at by the AI search engines. Do you have a knowledge panel on your website of actually explaining to people what you do and why you do it? And is the brand consistently formatted across all of the web? We see this way too often that you might have a different brand logo on a different website. Maybe you have multiple different landing pages that it's pulling from instantly when all it wants to go is to your source domain. At Data Nerds, we call this an entity footprint, the sum of all the signals that Google can find about your business and that are real, trustworthy, and have a consistent source of information. You have to have consistency across all of these different entity signals. Building your entity footprint is one of the highest leverage things you can do for long-term AI citation rates. We cover exactly how to do that in our full AEO audit, which I'll point to you at the end. But now let's talk about the content architecture. We're going to get practical here. Here's the specific content structure we recommend for pages targeting AI overview citations. We call it the overview first architecture. Every page should open with a 1-sentence answer to the primary question, the too long didn't read part, a short definitional paragraph, 2 to 3 sentences, clearly answering the question, a quick reference table or comparison grid if you're covering multiple options depending on the services that you offer. Now, why do we do this? It's because AI systems often pull from the top of the page first. If your most citable content is in the first 200 words, your citation probability goes up significantly. Then in the body, you need to include decision rules. Choose option A if you need X. Choose option B if you prioritize Y. Numbered steps with concrete actions, benchmarks and data points with attribution, and a what's recently changed section. The AI systems weight freshness of your content, freshness of everything that you do very heavily. The most recent reviews you have, the most recent content that you've put out, they like freshness. Nothing on your website should be more than 90 days old. At the end, all of this content architecture wraps around is methodology. How did you test this? How did you reach your conclusions? Who are you citing? Internal studies, third-party data, both matter, the sources from them. And then author credentials. Who are you? Who wrote this? And why should they be trusted? This structure Works because it's both the human reader and the AI parser simultaneously. It's not about gaming the system in this. It's about being genuinely informative in the format that AI systems can actually use. So here's our step-by-step playbook for getting cited in AI overviews. It's the same process we run for all of our clients. So step one, identify your target prompts. You need to know what prompts people are searching in Google, in Gemini, in ChatGPT, in Grok. So you can start with things like the best category or product A versus product B. What do you think people are querying? We actually create these for you and let you select them. You can create the ones you want, or we can give you hundreds, if not thousands of them. These are the highest density AI overview triggers right now. What prompts are you actually tracking? You can use a tool to check whether AI overviews are actually showing for these queries. There's a study from Bright Edge that the data shows they're now showing for 83% of best something. If you type best of anything into Google right now, 83% of the time, an AI overview will pop up. And coverage does vary by vertical, but at Data Nerds, we can give you a free report of which prompts in your category are generating AI answers right now. Step two is audit your current citation status. Before you build anything new, find out where you stand today. That's what we've been doing for all of our clients. Run the top 20 prompts in your category through all of the LLMs. We can do it in an instant and find out if you're actually being cited or if your competitors are being cited. Is it a competitor? Who knows what else could be showing up? Businesses you've never even heard of. And then which of your pages, if any, are actually being cited? You need to find your baseline. We have an AEO report that automates all of this that you can go and sign up for free. Step three, build or rebuild your top pages with overview first architecture, like we talked about before. Take your highest traffic informational and comparison pages and restructure them using this format. Just as I described, too long didn't read at the top, comparison tables, decision rules, steps, methodologies, and then a freshness update. You have to be doing a freshness update. Don't just add more content for no purpose at all. The purpose is to get cited here. You have to restructure your content for AI readability. Step number 4, create dedicated verse and best pages. Best product for X. Best reason to use our tool for every major company or comparison in your category. If buyers are asking for the best CRM for small businesses or HubSpot versus Salesforce for startups, you need a page for exactly that query structured exactly for that answer. These pages have outsized AI overview impact because the query intent is so clear. The next step 5 is you need to build your entity footprint. Make sure Google can confirm who you are. This means a complete, consistent about page with structured markup, clear authorship on all content, and your brand cited and linked from reputable external sources, PR, partnerships, directory listings, and a consistent brand name and category language across all your site, your social profiles, and the open web. These tools are searching everything that's ever been said about your business in an instant. And then step 6 is you need to have a monthly update cadence. AI weights freshness heavily. Any page targeting a best product query should be updated every single month with pricing changes, new features, or what's changed this month. This is not optional. Stale pages lose citations over time. At Data Nerds, we literally build this into your AEO loop. Baseline, prompt mapping, pillar pages, monthly iteration, and then a rescan every single 30 days. You can check your citation rate, see which pages are gaining traction or losing traction, and then update accordingly. And you can actually see where the heck is this traffic coming from. Let's talk about just some common mistakes that often people realize with their AEO audits. 1, they're only writing for humans only. It's not good enough anymore. If your content isn't structured with clear headings, lists, tables, and the AI can't read it cleanly, you have to write for both audiences now. Number 2, ignoring the entity signals. A lot of brands put a lot of effort into their content and none into their entity footprint. Google needs to know who you are and why to trust you as a source. If you don't have structured authorship, a consistent brand presence, and third-party citations, you're fighting with one hand tied behind your back. The other one is only optimizing for Google's. AI overviews are Google's product, but ChatGPT, Perplexity, Gemini, Claude, they all pull from different sources and weight different signals. A full AEO strategy covers all 4. And number 4, setting it and forgetting it. Like we said, freshness matters. AEO is not a one-time audit. This is changing every single day. The AI landscape is changing so quickly. Citation rates shift, new queries emerge. You have to build monthly iteration as a habit, into a benchmark for your company, or your results will decay. So here's your action plan for right now. First, go run a free AEO report. You can use us at Data Nerds, or you can use anyone. There's many tools that do this now. It only takes a couple minutes. It shows you exactly where you're being cited across Google, ChatGPT, Gemini, AI overviews, and there's a link in the description. Get your baseline. You can't improve what you don't measure. Second, pick your top 3 best product queries and check whether they're actually showing up in AI overviews. If they aren't, who is showing up in them? This is your competitive intelligence. Third, drop your niche in the comments, and I'll personally call out the best queries in your vertical. And are they generating AI overviews? I'll do this for you for free right now. I'll jump on a call with you, walk you right through it. It's the fast path to getting cited, is having these clearly structured pages on your website. If you want the full AEO audit, all you have to do is leave a comment or sign up at datanerds.com, and we can do this for you every single week, every single month, going on forever. Subscribe if you want to stay ahead of this. The landscape is changing faster than ever. This is only our 5th video on AEO. I'm really excited to dive into this. Our client base is growing. It's moving really, really fast. And every single week, I'm going to be publishing a new video on AEO. So go check out datanerds.com. Thanks for tuning in.